The race to replace retiring councilwoman Anita Bonds, Democrat Oye Owolewa will face Republican Darrell Green in the November general election. And of course, Darrell Green joining us right now tonight to talk about the campaign and the issues that are affecting D.C. voters. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start with the big question. I mean, considering your background as a retired officer from MPD, I think a lot of people are concerned about public safety. We have and have had for some time thousands of National Guard troops on the grounds in D.C. The president said that is making the city safer. Many already say that, listen, the city was actually getting safer and crime was coming down before the presence of National Guard troops. You worked in MPD for years. Where do you stand on the presence of National Guard troops in the nation's capital?
It's kind of a dual question. Unfortunately, we don't have any control. If the president issues National Guard troops to come in, and Muriel Bowser has done a wonderful job of lowering crime rate, unfortunately, the numbers of MPD officers is plummeting, and they're leaving. Some of the training, some of these officers are the best in the world. So to get a handle on it, then we would just need to move forward. And then once we move forward on that, then everybody goes back to their normal lives. But safety and security is paramount. It needs to be done.
Affordability is also an issue that many people have been talking about as well. The rent's high, food's high, gas is high, even though it's starting to come down just ever so bit. What is your plan to address the affordability issue in the city? Well,
I think we need to work with our partners, and a lot of the different people that work in D.C. We're not talking about giving everybody tax breaks, tax incentives, because you need taxes to run a government. But there are certain tax breaks and tax incentives that we can initiate to help out, especially small business owners. Small business owners are the lifeline and the blood of this city. And to be a true Washingtonian, you have to be very expansive and understand what the needs are of every community, not just Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest. Every community has a voice, and those voices need to be heard.
Yeah, and so speaking of those voices, some are also concerned about as well the availability of jobs. We've seen a number of job cuts on the federal side regarding the federal government. It has had a substantial impact on D.C. as well. How do you get jobs back in D.C.?
Small businesses. Small businesses coming into Washington, D.C. It needs to be not just a tourist destination, but we have some of the best restaurants. We have some of the best museums. Well, the museums are crazy, they're beautiful, but some of the like National Theater, Ford's Theater, Lincoln Theater, all the different theaters. I mean, we have a great base. We just need to expand it and allow everybody that's coming into Washington, D.C., especially our Washingtonians, we need to take care of them, but anybody that's going to come in and increase our tourism rate, it would just help out the city tremendously.
You know, the average voter in D.C. identifies as a Democrat.
Correct.
In order for you to win in the general election, you would have to have a substantial number of Democrats support you, a Republican. What's your appeal? What do you want to say to those voters that might be on the fence, that might be looking for someone different to vote for the city council? What do you want to say to those voters about what you would do in your capacity should you win the general election? Financial
responsibility, fiscal responsibility is a goal, and an education. Growing up as a Washingtonian and living here and working here and currently live here, love my town. This is my town. And 90% of all my friends are Democrats or independents. I think I may only know one Republican, but I'm not going to change who I am. But I want to work for this city, to work with everyone, both congressional, administrative, legislative, does not matter. I'm willing to work with everyone to better Washington, D.C., because I want this city to be a beacon of hope. And the things that I grew up with living in Washington, D.C., and the things that looking forward, I want everybody to be able to work together. And if you put an R in front of your name or a D in front of your name, or you just don't even want to talk about it, then you're not willing to come to the table to have common ground. And that is, to me, one of the most important things.
All right. Well, Darrell Green, we will have to leave it there. Thank you. We really appreciate your time today.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.